Okay guys, so here we are. We're just gonna do one lap of Nords here, and I'll just let you know what I'm focused on when I'm making my way around here, what I'm thinking about, things I'm conscious of. So just finishing up the previous lap here, we're gonna come down across the start-finish line, which is right about here in Assetto Corsa. Most sims it's further down around here somewhere, and setting up for this very dangerous left-hander. Keeping third, it's downhill, so you can pick up speed pretty fast shortly after. And winding our way down the hill here, looking out for this right-hander here. A lift or a little tap on the brakes is a good idea. That right-hander is deceptive. And then gaining a lot of speed here, gonna take most of that speed out as we enter this right-hander here. And then through the windy section, I'm being just mindful of keeping my input smooth here, left and right, then left. This is a dangerous little corner here. It took quite a lot of curve there, but we made it out okay. So we survived the first sector, so just focused on keeping those forearms relaxed, making sure I'm breathing, and coming up the hill here. Normally we'd brake right about now, but this M235i, you can actually brake a little bit after the crest. And we got safely around there. So just keeping a neutral position on the track here. Shifted a bit early, should have waited till after the crest to shift, but that's okay. And speaking of crests, just past this crown here, there's another crest right here, which can be dangerous, but I'm more worried about this one. So we're coming over a crest here. The car's a little bit unsettled, makes it hard to turn. But then we lose most of our speed there coming into this long right-hander, being mindful of the curb on the inside. And we'll come down this hill here. We can take these curbs. Don't have to, of course, but I like to put a couple wheels on them just sort of for spatial awareness. And as we make our way up the hill here, braking nice and early, setting up for that left-hander, and then braking again to take more speed out. And I am now down into third gear here. Nice and slow curves here, keeping it smooth, avoiding those curves. And get another reprieve here. Focused on my breathing, focused on relaxation. First left corner, and then we go into another left, which will require taking some speed out. And then another left-hander here, which will require even more speed to come out. And down the hill here for a dangerous little right-hander. It's a hairpin, so it goes on forever, it seems like. And then we come down the hill here. I'm very mindful of how much grip my front tires have, so you saw the lift there. And then around these three right-handers, which are very fast corners. Careful not to take them too fast. Then braking nice and early here, take almost all the speed out, all the way down into second gear here for this left-hander. And then gradually building on the power again. Coming down into the second nearly identical corner, looking for the curbing on the right. Down 1 and 2, and I took too much out there, lost a bit of momentum. That's okay, better too safe than sorry. Whoops, you saw that I went over that crest that I warned you guys about in the guide, but I carried too much speed there, so things got a little unsettled. And making our way around this left here, we're nice and safe. Braking plenty early for this right-hander. We were downhill, so we have to give more length to the braking area. And then we're somewhere around the halfway mark right about now. In some cars, it depends how fast you are down the long straightaway near the end of the course. But we're winding our way up the hill here, keeping mostly a neutral position. No reason to get too aggressive with the curbing. Holding fifth for as long as possible here, because again, this is just uphill more and more. Safely around this right-hander, looking out for the left-hander here. And then we want to take some serious speed out of it as we go around that left-hander. I took probably too much there, but again, better safe than sorry. And then into this right, I'm going to lift. And then we are into a tight right-hander here. Probably could take second gear. I'm going to keep third. We're coming into the carousel here, looking for the bolded print on the ground there. That's my marker for braking. And down the inside path here, Just modulating that throttle, probably about 30 to 50% throttle there. Made it around safe and coming into another very difficult sector here. Lifting going around this left-hander and then braking going into the next. See what can happen if you clip the curbs. Got lucky with that one. Down even slower around this right-hander. Coming into one of my favorite corners in the whole course here. Very fast right-hander into a dangerous left. I just love that section. So much room for error. When you get it right, it feels so great. So going around this downhill right-hander into an uphill right-hander that I'm going over now. Blind crest into an almost identical corner sequence here down the hill. This one, there's a dangerous curve on the inside. Good news, you can fade out to the right more on this one. And then braking again. And up this hill. We are going to take a lot of speed out here. Another blind crest. Over the curbing quite aggressively there. And looking out, there's a jump ahead, so I'm going to brake right here. Down one gear. Dangerous section here. This is all throttle modulation. Got to be careful getting it around these corners. I'm probably 80-90% throttle through most of that. Back to full here and braking down two gears. Whoops, a little unsettled there. Into a left-hander here that I'm always mindful of. We're so close to the end. Don't want to blow it here. Coming into the carousel. Down just one gear. Make it around there in third gear. Still carry pretty good speed on corner exit. And final corners before we get a break here. Could have kept fourth, that's okay. Gonna try and just lift here. No touch on the brake. Could have probably held full throttle there, but that's okay. And then we're on to the long straight. So start up the hill. We're pretty much done with sixth gear, so we should be fine here. Pretty much done with fifth, I should say. So we should be fine here in sixth gear. And 7 minutes, 15 seconds right now. I'm not going for any blistering speed. This is going to be just over 8 minutes, I suspect. And I'm just composing myself. Are my forearms loose? That kind of thing. Because we've got a dangerous couple of corners coming up here. Just got to make sure we're focused on the task at hand. Not trying to play hero here. Just got a couple more corners to go, and taking speed out nice and early. Down into third gear. Probably should have been second, that's okay. And one more corner here. And we round 7 minutes, 50 seconds. So that's pretty good time for this car for, just kind of having a practice session. So I'm pretty happy with that. It felt more or less smooth. You saw in a couple sections where I got too aggressive with the curbs, but overall that's my lap at Nordschleife, guys. I hope the guide was helpful. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.